I know what to do. Show me some. Just another seconds, I be running through it. I set up the play.
After winning Week 6, the Colts look to sweep the Texans for a second straight season. Get ready for this AFC South matchup next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From the 27, Stafford. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A huge play there for Houston. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And we knew that they'd try to attack the secondary, but I'm not sure that we thought they'd do it right on the first drive of the game. But here they saw an opportunity, seized it, and it's a big play right off the bat.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Colts are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 carries, 55 yards.
Hey, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That's complete, Okule-Buna. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
First and 10, Taylor now. He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. Second down, another run with Taylor. Busts through the tackle. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On second down, it's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Come on now, let's go!
Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to get coverage in his direction.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Get ready, get ready.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a high quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. That's caught. He finds Amendola again. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give to Taylor. Powerful running. On first down, Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
The point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Conley, 81 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Sitting at first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before. They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. He'll get that complete to Albert O. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Play action. Now it's Tua. This will be caught. Judy. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jerry Judy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Point after, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play. Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. He'll decide to keep this once more. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
Carter will try the right side. Room to run inside the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year 1. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
Let's see how much they give him the ball here. 110 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. There's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for Indy. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Julian Blackman bringing him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Go. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. The slant caught by Amendola. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Michael Carter with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by the rookie Michael Carter's touchdown run. This taken in at the goal line.
Come on, fellas.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop. Room past the 20, and some room to work. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. My goodness, 225 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. On play action, here's Tua. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get into the end zone. A touchdown, Indianapolis. Albert Okuebuna. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Stafford's throw complete there to Conley. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford caught here by Conley. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now it's Stafford. The Conley's got it over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. I got one.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Cut. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Bring it up.
Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. He's been in a pretty good group. They actually have more yards on the ground than through the air, but both have been good, pretty balanced.
And have we ever met a coach when we've talked to him before a game that hasn't mentioned wanting to be balanced?
No, because then you've got both sides hitting the defense. They don't know what to expect, right?
Really helps your play calling because now you're in a position where you're confident in either one, either aspect of the game, dial it up and let it go. And so far, that's allowed them to lead.
Absolutely. Have the lead here in the 2nd quarter. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua. The 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Johnson now returning. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On first down at Stafford. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first down, Stafford here. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Bobby Okereke gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Rodgers on the return.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Let's go,
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And I think the ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him. Second guy in, tackle the ball.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Amendola has it. 30, 20. Touchdown, Houston. Danny Amendola with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. And here's Rodgers to return.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor 78 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead now up to 14. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Here's Danny Amendola as he and the offense march back onto the field. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though? They find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Stafford on first down. Pass incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Stafford looks to throw again. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. No chance.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Chris Jones now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. They'll step aside. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and he's got some space here. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Touchdown!
He goes 86 yards there on the touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Stafford. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
We got him! Man, it's good to see you out there, baby. Welcome to the NFL. Bring it.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Touchdown! That's caught. Michael Pittman with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. No problem there on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. You got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On 2nd and 10, Stafford, he'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
58 is the money. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Whoa!
Here's Stafford.
58 right there.
There again is Cooks, complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. And that's complete to Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before it's brought down. Back now in Houston. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages. Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Julian Okwara racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
From the 50 at Stafford. He gets it to Cooks.
Oh, yeah!
got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And I believe the Colts have recovered.
Oh,
yes, they have.
We got it. Good job, D.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
58, boys, 58, 58.
Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That's complete. Okuebunam. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But
and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
They can't see us.
Paris Campbell, his third touchdown now on the year. They're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point safely through, and the lead will swell by one more. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help.
On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there for Indy. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. On play action, here's Tua. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Colts. Albert O, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. The point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. One play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Texans on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. That is caught, Michael Pittman with it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Returning it, Johnson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Let's go, D. 58
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Point after, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing is Stafford. Caught here by Conley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stafford now to throw. This one to the left to Higbee. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
58, right over there, right over there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. Quick completion here to Johnson. Escapes the defender. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now Indy Indianapolis set to take the field. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off into fourth. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Houston will give them the season sweep. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The 20. Pushes him aside at the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
No!
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got the hookup with Conley. The 40. 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Indy set to go on offense once more. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Now Stafford. Cooks on the quick slant. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. We own them. We own them.
To throw is Stafford. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Darius Leonard able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and the Colts pick it up. And that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Now here's Johnson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
A pass complete here to Conley. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Colts are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, is the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Let's go.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Come on, guys.
Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their head on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it now. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A big offensive explosion.